Nope, that's not it. That's it. Alright. Just gonna wait for some more people to come in here. I wanna find some stuff right now. I'm just looking for, like, my hair is fucked up. But I'm just watching sorry, not watching. I'm just reading tweets right now because I want to make sure I read everything before I actually like I don't want to say make full judgment on it because judgment's pretty much made already, but this is a very very bad thing that's happening right now, and I want to make sure because I have an opinion on it, and I want my opinions to be right. Or rooted in facts. Because I feel like if it's not rooted in facts, then it's it's not something I really should be saying. At least that's my opinion on it. Let's read it. I want to read everything together. I'm going to read it aloud, actually. Let's turn the music off. Or at least quiet it down a little bit. There you go. Alright. Let's first read the official Smash World Tour statement. Because that's the major one we need to read. We need to make sure we read properly. Alright. Alright. It is with an unbelievably heavy heart that we must announce that both the... Bro, I actually have no hope. I actually hope no one shows up to Panda. People are going to show up. It is with an unbelievably heavy heart that we must announce that both the upcoming Smash World Tour Championships as well as the 2023 Smash World Tour must be cancelled. Without any warning, we received the notice the night before Thanksgiving from Nintendo that we could no longer operate. This was especially shocking given our discourse with Nintendo the past 12 months. Since then, we have been working around the clock to take the proper steps logistically, as well as to prepare the statement with proper legal guidance. We are seriously grateful for all of the support over the years, and we are incredibly proud of what we were able to build as a community. In 2022 alone, we connected over 6,400 live events worldwide, with over 325,000 in-person entrants, making the Smash World Tour the largest esports tour in history for any game title. Championships would have also had the largest prize pool in Smash history at over $250,000. And the Smash 2023 Smash World Tour planned to have a prize pool of over $350,000. That being said, we're truly devastating that it's all being taken away. The impact the tour has had globally cannot be overstated. The amount of tournament organizers, competitors, and fans this will affect is hard to measure. We've realized just how much we could expand our spotlight to lesser-known regions, as well as Smash World Tour prize pools in 2023 and beyond, establishing a much healthier ecosystem in the community around the world. We believe the decision is made by We believe this decision by Nintendo sets all of that back significantly, which is incredibly disappointing. Truly, words cannot express how difficult this process has been. We had been preparing a one-of-a-kind event to crown our world champions, and we know just how hard the competitors have worked to get to this point. We are also projecting amazing viewership, since the 2021 Smash World Tour Championships had the highest viewership of any Smash event last year. We even had multiple independent documentary crews coming out, both domestic and international, to cover this historic event. Especially with the storylines coming into this year with a full global tour with little COVID interference. The championships were going to break records and introduce so many new people to this amazing community. On a logistics note, we will be reaching out to those affected. We lost a significant amount of money in the first 18 months of Smash World Tour. This is truly a labor of love. We don't know where everything will quite land. It will land quite yet with contracts, sponsor obligations, and stuff. In short, we will be losing hundreds of thousands of dollars due to Nintendo's actions. That being said, we're taking steps to remedy many issues that have arisen from canceling the upcoming Smash World Tour Championship, especially for the players. Please keep an eye out for the coming days' travel arrangement. We had a published statement before we can iron all the details. All attendees will be issued full refunds. The truth is, what makes all this even more disappointing is the approach Nintendo took in recent weeks compared to our discourse with them over the past 12 months. We truly believe things were progressing positively for quite some time. We had kept all this progress quiet, but especially in light of both Nintendo's and their partner Panda's actions this year, we wanted to take the opportunity to write an open letter to Nintendo, as we don't know how much of the higher-ups at Nintendo are even aware of the history of the context the last few years. In recent months, we've requested multiple times to communicate with them directly. These requests were not granted. As a preface, we want to emphasize that there are some great people working at Nintendo who have been advocating for the Smash community and all of World Tour, even if that was not reflected in Nintendo's recent actions. Likewise, we have nothing but the utmost respect for Panda's team, players, ambassadors, employees, and contractors, many of which who are friends and are truly incredible people, and had little to zero knowledge of the damage Panda caused behind the scenes the past year. I mean, so that introduction kind of opens up a lot. You know, just like talking about how, just in, what is it called, like, approaching the championship. The championships were, like, in a few weeks. How Nintendo kind of, communications, like, kind of, lowered. Which, I mean, as a company, I don't know, I read this through, I gotta read it again. I'm gonna read it again before I actually say anything. That's probably a better idea. We thought there was a chance that last year's Smash World Tour championships were going to be shut down. In November 2021, after the Panda Cup was first announced, Nintendo contacted us to jump on a call with a few folks on their team, including a representative from their legal team. We thought it might be getting shut down given the fact they now had a licensed competing circuit and partner in Panda. Once we joined the call, we were surprised to hear the opposite. Nintendo reached out to us, let us know they were working on it over the years. This is just like a lot more like, I mean, they made it clear, oh, well, this is important. They made it clear that Panda's partnership was not exclusive, and they had said it had not gone unnoticed that we have not infringed on their IP regarding game modifications that had represented Nintendo's values well. They made it clear that game modifications were their primary concern in regards to coming down on events, which also made sense to us given their enforcement over the past few years in that regard. Which, I mean, they came down on, what is it called? Big House, because Big House had Slippy, which is why they came down on that. So I guess it's like if any kind of like rollback online events they didn't really like, because they didn't really like messing with the code. That lengthy conversation changed our perspective at a macro level. Incredibly refreshing to talk to multiple senior team members and cleared the air on a lot of miscommunications and misgiving in the years prior. We explained, we truly believe that Nintendo was taking a hard look at their relationship with the community and ways to get involved in a positive manner. We went into 2021's championships a lot more confident. We were still skeptical to take what they had said at face value, given Nintendo's history with the community. We specifically held off announcing the 2022 Smash World Tour at that event per the request of Nintendo. The aim was to get licensed before our 2022 tour was announced and kicked off in March. During that time period of December to March, we continued our talks with Nintendo. For the first time, we felt like Nintendo was being consistently straightforward, transparent, and direct in answering our questions. We also began finalizing details of the 2020 Smash World Tour with various tournament organizers around the world, this time with more confidence than ever. However, we quickly found that many organizers were concerned about joining up in 2022. They told us they had been told by Alan, the CEO and co-founder of Panda, that we were going to get shut down and were not coming back in 2022. Of course, this directly contradicted our conversation with Nintendo, but we felt we could not defend ourselves properly to organizers because we felt that our conversations with Nintendo should be kept private until we had our seemingly imminent licensing deal. So, we decided to approach Nintendo with this issue very directly, explaining the attempted sabotage that was going on and our inability to speak freely. Nintendo was very sympathetic and reassured us on a few counts. They reminded us and reassured us that Nintendo is only looking to shut down IP infringement related to game mods and not unlicensed Smash World Tour. 2, that Panda CEO did not represent Nintendo. They would have to have a conversation with him about his behavior. 3, they reminded us and reassured us that Panda's license is not exclusive and they can see the two circuits coexisting. 4, they reminded us that Nintendo's goal was to not gatekeep or trap the community, and that licenses guidelines would be accessible and clear. This call again boosted our confidence overall, not only in what we were building, but in Nintendo's approach and potential trajectory in working with the community long term. We were excited to invest more into that community. And it was around this time as well when we submitted our license application for 2022 after working with Nintendo to best meet their specifications. Unfortunately, the attempts from Panda to undermine the Smash World Tour did not stop, as the CEO continued to tell organizers that we were definitely not coming back in 2022, and if we did, we'd get shut down shortly after announcement. Furthermore, organizers were told that their individual events would also be at risk if they were on Smash World Tour. A few organizers told us this directly as the primary reason that did not participate in the tour this year, which we completely understood. We did not want organizers to feel like it would be at any risk to be on the Smash World Tour, even if we believed that behind the scenes everything was okay based on what Nintendo had told us directly. Nintendo's response to our applications came slowly, which did not surprise us. They reached out in March, a few days before our announcement, and we went back and forth on the feasibility of the scope, especially since our tour was global and Nintendo of America would have to coordinate with their other Nintendo teams. We kept Nintendo in the loop for our announcement plans, but we understandably ran out of time for their formal license. Still, we relied on their other conversations with Nintendo and pressed forward with the 2022 tour. This caused our application to go into limbo, and that a decision could not be made at this time, since we did not have the full scope of our proposal sorted with Nintendo in advance. Again, we knew timelines were going to be very difficult, and that we were building something very long-term. We discussed it with other approaches and ideas, and eventually Nintendo recommended at this stage to apply for a single event license for our December championships, which would also help get the ball rolling and start working on 2023, which a much longer lead time. Okay, so basically they're just talking about in this section they're just talking about how they're giving contact with Nintendo and basically like how they sort of tried to get this tournament in the tour set up, especially since like the championships apparently they didn't get the formal license, so they had to apply for a single event license. And basically they couldn't get the license because the Panda CEO specifically were telling tournaments not to sign up for the World Tour. Okay. Panda fucked up. Hurdle, Omsa sworn a tweet. That is crazy. Panda Cup, here it is. Around the same time, Panda Cup began heavily recruiting events for their circuit. The CEO continued to tell organizers that we would be getting shut down shortly, and also added that any events that participated in the Panda Cup would not be allowed to be on the Smash World Tour. This exclusivity surprised us, not only because of our Nintendo conversations regarding coexisting, but also because we were not exclusive, and even back in January, we told organizers that they could be on both with zero issues from us. At first, Panda targeted events that were not on the Smash World Tour, including those who did not join because of the aforementioned warnings. A few of these events had broadcast deal with the proper tournament broadcasters beyond the summit. The CEO of Panda wanted broadcasting rights to be included as part of the deal of the events joining the Panda Cup. Most of the events refused to break their contracts, so Panda approached Beyond the Summit directly to try and get their rights released. BTS had very little motivation, specifically mentioning Beyond the Summit here, had very little motivation to give up the broadcasting rights for free, so they declined to get involved, causing the CEO of Panda to escalate things quickly. We told him a variety of threats to Beyond the Summit, including shutting down their entire Smash operation in 2023 if they did not eventually join Panda Cup. After BTS held firm, the CEO of Panda warned that they would get Nintendo directly involved, putting broadcast rights for all tournaments in jeopardy. Yeah, I know the TLDR. I'm just reading it again, just to make sure. I read it before. I want to read it again. In the end, most events with Beyond Summit broadcasting contracts chose to side with Beyond the Summit and did not join the Panda Cup after all the turmoil. During all this, we still kept an open line of communication with Nintendo. We prepared our submission for the championships event. We also expressed our serious concerns about how Panda was talking to the community organizers and their lack of ethics in how they approached Beyond the Summit. We felt a line had been crossed and could not be ignored. Again, we were reassured that the CEO of Panda does not speak for Nintendo and that they are frustrated with all of the fracturing happening behind the scenes due to his behavior. We also discussed strategy in submitting our new application for the December event, including potentially changing the name of the Smash World Tour and if that would be beneficial. We cannot get into the specifics of the issue due to our NDA, but again, Nintendo was very helpful in the preparation process and we were on the right track to submit again, this time with many months of lead time. We submitted our proposal April 9th. After many events declined, Panda had no choice but to pursue events that were already on the Smash World Tour, meaning they would have to drop off the Smash World Tour mid-season to join Panda Cup. For many organizers, this was a deal-breaker, as they saw no reason that their event could not have points to count towards both circuits. They were also concerned that more fracturing could occur. At this point, Panda Cup was not left with many entrants for their circuit. However, some point in April, the exclusivity rule changed, and events became eligible to be on both Smash World Tour and the Panda Cup. Additionally, multiple events were then issued Nintendo licenses very quickly, after the events were publicly announced. This caught us by surprise because we were repeatedly told by Nintendo that this was quote-unquote not possible. All of these instances were a great demonstration of the quote-unquote rules for thee but not for me umbrella we felt we were under. Panda Cup finally announced on May 26th, 2022, our communications slowed down dramatically with Nintendo, since at this point we were all waiting for their next steps regarding our December championships and beginning talks for the 2023 Smash World Tour. Nintendo was very slow to respond to our many bumps, even though they were aware that we were submitted in early April with the intention of announcing the event in July, giving more than enough time for a decision or discussion on the next steps, including the time frames that they provided to us. We continue to push back the announcement for the championships in hopes that following Nintendo's directives would help our relationships and planning for 2023. After no response for months, we felt that we had no choice but to announce the championships in August. Nintendo finally responded and mentioned another event that the team had been incredibly busy, which is why there were delays. Excuse me, I almost threw up. They were very apologetic for the long silence, and they said they completely understood that we had to announce. They mentioned that the discussions have been much slower than expected, and there had not been any decision yet. After continued delays in communication, we finally reconvened with Nintendo at the end of September, nearly 4 months after our submission. Nintendo once again reassured us that nothing had been decided yet and apologized for how long the process had taken. They also reminded us that the Panda Cup execution, relationship, and behavior of the CEO were all under evaluation, and it created a very complex situation, which Nintendo could not react to quickly. We raised concerns from organizers who were concerned about Panda being involved next year, as well as the future of Smash World Tour. We offered to sit down with whoever else it may be beneficial to talk to, since there are many decision makers involved at Nintendo, many of which do not have full context and may see us as the guy who announced it without a license. Nintendo said things were getting out of hand regarding the timeline, and they will... Sorry, my phone buzzed off. They will try to get the conversations progressing again. We were frustrated, but we still had no concerns about operating the Smash World Tour, just about whether we'd be able to attain a license and actively work with Nintendo in building the community. Okay, here again, the Panda Cup, the Panda CEO. Allegedly, because I want to say allegedly, right now, as of this moment, I want to say allegedly, just in case, like, this does not happen. This didn't happen or anything like that. Allegedly, Panda CEO tried to strong-arm tournaments into leaving Smash World Tour or signing with them instead of Smash World Tour, which was happening at pretty much the same exact time. And were abusing, essentially, their power of licensing from Nintendo. The shutdown. We were not able... Oh, hold up. I gotta read this from Quackers. I'm pretty sure most of their players will be signing off / leaving the team. The team even released a tweet about Panda being dumb. No, that was a fake... That was a fake account. Quackers. I promise you that was a fake account. I promise you. Hold on. Let me pull up Panda. There's no way they released something about them being dumb. Nope. Yep, that was a fake account. I promise you. The shutdown. We were not able to reconvene with Nintendo again until November, nearly 7 months after our application submission. At this point, we're only 1 month out from Champions. We'd pressed Nintendo a bit harder on how things were progressing. They said it had been a very complex issue in navigating the planning for commercial licensing. They were very empathetic to us feeling backburnered, especially given the context of Panda Cup's messy inception and execution. Nintendo told us there are many decision makers involved and some have been advocating very hard for the community, the Smash World Tour, and the importance of the relationship to grassroots organizers. We again requested an opportunity to potentially meet with some of those decision makers. We were worried that they did not know the full some of the other decision makers. Sorry. We were they did not know the full context of what had taken place this year. Nintendo said that we'll see what we can do, and we will continue to meet regularly to discuss future planning. Did I just get shadow banned on Twitch? No. Sorry, I have my Twitch screen right here, and it just like completely froze up, and it said offline. Finally, last Wednesday evening, November 23rd, we had our most recent call with Nintendo. Our Nintendo rep opened by letting us know that they were being asked to deliver the news that going forward, Nintendo expects us to only operate with a commercial license, and that we would not be granted one for the upcoming championships or any activity in 2023. We received this in writing as well. We asked if they could clarify the reasoning for the decision. Initially, Nintendo gave us a reason that seemed to be misinformed, and when we pushed back to ask for more details, Nintendo said they were unable to give any specifics and I had to speak in generalities moving forward. This is very frustrating, given everything we had been told all year. Yeah, right now I feel the same too. This is very frustrating, given everything we'd been told all year regarding accessibility and transparency and requirements. It felt as though Nintendo simply did not want the Smash World Tour to continue to exist. At this point, we've now felt we've been strung along this entire time. As a last-ditch effort, we asked if we can continue running the championships and the tour next year without a license and shift our focus to working with them in 2024. We had alluded to the last year. We alluded to how the last year functioned in that capacity, with the mutual understanding that we would not get shut down and focus on the future. We were told directly that those times were now over. This is the final nail in the coffin, given our very particular relationship with Nintendo. This is when we realized it was truly all being shut down for real. We asked if they understood the waves that would be made if we were forced to cancel, and Nintendo said that they were. Since this took place the night of Thanksgiving, it was incredibly difficult to process this completely unexpected bombshell, and we've been working around the clock ever since. Once again, we want to apologize to every single person. We also apologize to any who could not communicate these past few days. As you can imagine, this was an enormous decision that was not taken lightly, and we had a lot to prepare to get everything sorted. We did not want to risk any premature leaks. We worked to get this statement out as quickly as possible, and we will be in touch with all the staff, contractors, and attendees regarding refunds, helping with travel arrangement changes, and etc. Oh my god. Really do hope that at the very least the players will drop or use it as a joke tournament, like all random and all are Puff and Melee. I don't think that would help either. I think it's going to be very... Hold on, let me get this conclusion, and then I want to talk about boycotting. In conclusion, we are to reiterate, we're incredibly devastated that any of this happened. Given the trajectory of Nintendo, we were truly hopeful that significant positive change was inbound. However, the way the last few weeks have unfolded, we are extremely worried that all the progress have been abruptly reversed. We understand that we are taking a massive risk by even sharing any of these above detail. Our goal is to not burn bridges or make an expose on Nintendo. This truly is an open letter. We generally are unsure how much Nintendo is aware. We're hoping that reconsider their approach to the grassroots community. We all love the community so much and have tried to represent Nintendo well, as we share that love with millions of fans worldwide. Nintendo originally communicated that their goals were to make both community and commercial licensing available and transparent in regards to requirements, and to not function as a deterrent to tournament organizers. They also made it clear that their goal was to not shut anything down unless violations were made against IP utilizing game modifications and things of that nature. Now, it has reverted to being very secretive, with no clear guidelines and a willingness to abruptly shut down community efforts even after giving many indications that would not happen. To close, we ask that Nintendo reconsiders how it is currently proceeding with their relationship with the Smash community, as well as its partners. We are always open to continuing the conversation, and we hope we can be a part of the solution. Okay. Oh, geez, that's a lot to digest. So essentially, basically what the statement reads is that they approached Nintendo in 2021 when their championships were happening, when the Panda Cup was conceived, talking about basically two tours at the same time, the Panda Cup, the Smash World Tour. Basically, that was mishandled because the CEO of Panda tried to strong-arm tournaments into not signing with both, but to only sign with one, Panda Cup. Because of that, Smash World Tour kind of complained to Nintendo about it, and Nintendo took a long time to really respond to that, and then just said that they're shutting you down this year and 2023. They cannot do anything in 2023. Yeah, so... And hold up, I have the tweet from... Boom! This is from the main organizer of BTS. And the prior statement specifically regarded behind the summit, which is what BTS stands for falling victim to essentially the strong arming. And this is what the main organizer had to say. Allen, the CEO of Panda, by the way, spent several months basically running a protection racket, telling TOs, including Beyond the Summit, it'd be a shame if your event got shut down for being unlicensed, in an effort to scare them into signing onto the cup. BTS will absolutely never participate in a circuit led by Allen. BGBC has been a pillar of the Smash community for over a decade, and as a fellow TO, it's been absolutely gut-wrenching to see the Smash World Tour get rug pulled basically a week before their biggest event ever. The damage is enormous, and we urge Nintendo to listen to the community and reevaluate their relationship with the Panda Cup and Allen going forward. So they're still associated with Panda. Alright, let's see what this... Okay, you're right, they really did... Oh, I was very disappointed in Panda, especially Nintendo, for their recent actions. It was to be expected they haven't or never have been open to the community. Nor the heads of the community. I thought they'd finally change. I'm also shocked that Panda CEO was essentially strong-arming the tournament organizers joining them, and weren't open to joint tours counting to both strikers. Just shame my words. Yeah, so essentially what the Panda CEO did is he wanted short-term money. Assumably, Nintendo was probably incentivizing Panda Cup for to get as many as you really could at like one point in time. They're probably incentivizing them to have as many as you could in that in your tour. Probably Panda at least. Yeah, so I think Panda just wanted the notoriety. Yeah, they only cared about their own agenda. VGBC, essentially BTS and VGBC right now are under a lot of uncertainty. VGBC is canceling Glitch and Double Down, basically because essentially the same thing. They haven't been able to get the license. Xanadu is also being shut down right now, I think. Yes, so Xanadu is probably going to be shut down, which is super unfortunate. I don't think that many people... I think a lot of... what is it called? Main people are going to not do Panda World Cup. Xanadu hasn't been really like... Hold up, let me find... I'm looking for a tweet. I'm looking for Axe's tweet. And the qualified are going to quit. My main thing right now is like, there's gonna be... is show their support of their community. Yeah... Like, the problem with boycotting for gamers is it's very hard to get everybody on one page. I hope they do boycott it if the supposed statement above is true, which is looking like it is. It is looking like it is true. I think a lot of top players will boycott it. I think it's going to be very hard to get everybody to boycott it. I think it's going to be very hard to do that. Okay, I doubt Plup and ESAM had anything to do with this.
Any association of this... Do not attach any association of this to me whatsoever. I have nothing to do with such idiocy, such blasphemy, such ridiculous...
A bunch of people are going to drop them. I don't know how many people are actually in.
Alright, stream. Should I just end it all? And by it all, I mean... the stream. Probably.
Yeah, if the sponsors drop it, that'll be a huge thing. If they don't need a boycott, they just need the sponsors to drop them. If the sponsors drop them, then the event's probably gonna be canceled. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what Panda was thinking. Everybody knows how strong the community is. How much backlash we can give Panda probably gonna be ruined in a month or so. Panda as a company right now is fine. For like the next 2-3 months, Panda's fine. Panda's gonna be gone. Panda might be gone in 3 months, but for 3 months they'll be fine. Financially, they'll be fine. I said, Allen probably made off like a bandit right now. Like, at that point, if... Like, I saw a tweet that's like, it talked about um how it's very weird that he did this in like this like Alan did this but didn't expect anybody to really comment on this, or like any of the TOs that he stronged arm into joining to like have screenshots or like anything like that. So it's just a weird thing. And Alan did not make a tweet. It is in his best interest to not make a tweet about it. Yeah, but he's also talking to like the TOs. He wasn't just talking to Nintendo. He was also talking to the TOs of like, again, BTS and like VGBC. Yeah, how did he think they wouldn't say anything? I want to see this clip.
Well, I kind of wanted to stream just to let you guys know that I don't like this situation at all. I'm not Team Panda on this, okay? In case you were curious. From what I read, how can I be Team Panda? I don't like it. It's very gross. So brave.
Wow,
I mean,
fucking
ish.
shy guy.
I mean, I feel like I should say that because I'm on Panda, you know what I mean? I feel like I
Sub-Zero
have the
best
obligation
friend,
to say such a thing because I'm on Panda.
Thanks for 68 months.
Anyway.
One of the longest standing people.
Anyway, yeah.
Appreciate that.
Uh,
Yeah, so basically, yeah, there's no way that any of these like players have literally anything to do with it. Can I rewind? Yeah, absolutely, I'll rewind.
Alright, stream. Should I just end it all? And by it all, I mean, the stream. Probably.
What's up, Dongus?
Well, I kind of wanted to stream just to let you guys know that I don't like this situation at all. I'm not Team Panda on this, okay? In case you were curious. From what I read, how can I be Team Panda? I don't like it. It's very gross. So brave.
Wow,
I mean,
fucking
ish.
shy guy.
I mean, I feel like I should say that because I'm on Panda, you know what I mean? I feel like I
Sub-Zero
have
best
the
friend,
obligation to say such a thing because I'm on Panda.
Thanks for 68 months.
Anyway.
One of the longest standing people.
Anyway, yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt that any of these players knew what was actually happening. There's no way. Absolutely no way. Trending, there's no way that Mario's trending. Thank God Panda players have a mind of their own. Well, at least Blup does. I don't think anybody in Panda is. Totally not. No one would have known. There's no way. Panda is 12 on trending. Nintendo, that is not why Nintendo is trending. I'll tell you that. That's why Nintendo's trending. What is ESAM? I hear a lot of people. What's up, Becca? I see a lot of people like tweeting at ESAM. What is how ESAM said about this? Okay, ESAM is not on Panda's side either. Okay. Chicken Panda Twitter treats if you have already talked back against it. ESAM is not. Yeah, I mean, you get major backlash too. He's already getting major backlash, dude. There's no way any Panda player in their right mind right now, if they really wanted to come out and say it, they would know. There's absolutely no way in hell that you go out and say, hey, I'm a fan of this. That's like a PR, like, death. For a player, death. No way. For an org, maybe not. For a player, there's no way. But as morals, is this Waddy? No, that's Waddy. Okay, well, there's that. I don't care if Ellen drops them, they don't either. Yeah, I don't think a lot of them care right now. Mid 43. It seems like missy people aren't blaming the players, but I'm sure they're getting threats from. There's no way they're not. Unfortunately, that's how our society is right now. Is that if you don't agree with somebody like that, something like that, you get death threats. Unfortunately, That's how it is right now. It sucks. It's the worst. It shouldn't be like that. What other players? I'm trying to think of Mars and Coney. Those are the only things I can think of right now. Nope. Mars hasn't said anything. I doubt Mars is going to say anything. Coney, I would be surprised if he did not say anything. Bobby Wasabi. Coney hasn't tweeted. Yeah, I doubt he's tweeted. Lud has tweeted. I know Lud has tweeted. Lud hates it. Ludwig. Mr. Beast. There's no way Mr. Beast hasn't tweeted about it. Yet Ludwig hasn't tweeted about it. He's replied about it a lot. Yeah, this. We need Beast to sponsor a tour. Beast sponsored what is it called? Ludwig's tournament. Hey Pika. Who am I checking right now? Bobby Wasabi. That is not it. There it is. Panda Bobby Wasabi. That is not it either. Hold up. I gotta check somebody who I know. Josh, whoever the thumbnail editor is. I know somebody who's associated with Panda who always speaks his mind. Trash Day. At this point, we all need to start buying chicken. Promise put 100 million to Smash. That's funny. All right. What does he said for replies? Yeah, essentially, I mean, he's loves his job as a Panda writer. I doubt. I mean, I kind of get why he wouldn't say anything, but he's still kind of saying something, I guess. Creepuba, what the hell? I mean, I don't know, like, Arbiter's saying a lot. I wonder if TK is saying a lot. Because TK is kind of associated with Panda. Okay, TK is actually signed by Panda. I'm sure Coney will stream today and tomorrow. Well, Coney's got a video coming out tomorrow. So... TK is applying for new jobs on stream. Smollen's not part of Panda anymore. That's super funny. Oh my god, that's really funny. Oh, there it is. TK, I'll be the first to say I'm not with that house. I like to see it from Al, bro. God, congratulations, statement is strong enough to beat this. Yeah, it's gonna be very hard to get a PR lawyer statement for this. Did I tweet? I did tweet. I mean, I tweeted a little bit about it. I mainly, like, I talked about how, I mean, in a lot of other bad cease and desist stuff, a lot of, like, I remember there was a character announcement after they shut down Big House. So I should have seen it coming with the trailer today, because I didn't know about a trailer actually coming out today. So I should have known. So, I mean, that's the only thing I talked about. I wanted to talk about a lot more right here. Because I felt like it was hard to... Oh god, no one would support this. Maybe like Jeff Bezos. Imagine if they had this on the direct. Well, I didn't think they would have this on the direct. But fucking, why is my timeline horny people? But, a lot of people hard blaming Nintendo, though. My thing about Nintendo right now is, like, they're a company, right? And they have to be pretty much all on board with everything in order to make something happen. So I'm not surprised that they, after hearing the situation that shut it down, I'm surprised at the way they shut it down. I mean, I'm surprised that they didn't denounce Panda Cup. I'm surprised that Panda Cup is still around right now. And that's what I'm surprised at. I think it's just a massive mishandling. I think they were telling two different people two different things. It's because they got the license. Well, they didn't get the license for the tour. They only got the license for the championship. They were on a mutual agreement for the entire. Note they were telling two different people the same thing. I don't think so. I think that they just kind of rolled over. I think that what they were telling Alan and what they were telling Smash World Tour were two different things. Is what I think were happening. I thought they were telling these two people two different things. Yeah, I didn't think no Smash World Tour was not telling everybody the same thing. They Smash World Tour is fun. I think no Alan was telling everybody the same thing. But I think Nintendo was telling Panda and it was telling Smash World Tour two different things. Because I think that they already got the license for Panda. So there's not much they can do then. So I think that they were like telling Smash World Tour of like, yeah, it's fine. We'll reevaluate the relationship. And then they were telling Alan, all right, keep doing what you're doing. Try and get as many away from Smash World Tour and into Panda Cup. Is what I think they were doing. Obviously, I have no real evidence to support this other than the story I was just hand-fed. But that's what I think happened, is I think they were telling Panda something, and I think they were telling Smash World Tour something completely different. And that whatever they were saying to Smash World Tour about, like, I hope Alan has a good explanation. This could be it better be a great explanation. I think that these four that they straight up told Smash World Tour were straight up lies. I don't think they meant any of this. I know they're instigating Nintendo more or less it seems like the company to say, I don't want to deal with two tournaments, so you two fight it out. They can do tournaments. They'll do tournaments before. They've done tournaments before in the past in Smash 4. So it's not like they don't like tournaments. It's that because Panda got the influencers. They've done old tours. They've done old tours too. Yeah. Oh yeah, the items tour. I forgot about that. Yeah. Like they've done like tournaments but that was like their own tournament. Like they didn't like the Evo tournament. They didn't like what is it called? But they hosted their own tour. They didn't get somebody else to do it. They hosted their own. They didn't want to do the grassroots version. So I think that like I do realistically think that they got the license with Panda, and I think the Panda one was like I don't know. Like it's very hard to figure out what it is, but I think it's something like that where they were telling Panda something and I think they were telling Smash World Tour something completely different. I think that these four were complete lies. I doubt Sakurai has anything to do with this. There's no way Sakurai has anything to do with this. No way. I think it's like literally like CEOs and like shareholders and like board people for Nintendo. It seemed like they would help the tour that was doing the best and had the most influence and power. I think Nintendo of America was on board, but the worldwide was. Yeah, probably. Like, they did specifically mention that, like, um, Nintendo had to get, like, Nintendo of America was good for it, but, like, they had to get, like, Nintendo of Japan instead of, like, Europe, UK Nintendo and stuff like that. So, it's very hard to, like, do that. So I get that part as, like, a company thing. Like, and that's fine. Where's the photo proof? That's what I'm saying. Like, I need to. That's why I'm saying allegedly. And, like, I think that's why I said allegedly at the like, beginning. I think that I gotta see. I mean, I saw the BTS organizer supporting it, but I also want to see, like, it might be. It might have been like literal. She's like, I'm literally saying that stuff too. Like, it must have been like, if they're not showing screenshots, it might be like meetings. Like, I doubt like this was like a Discord message between tournament organizers. Like, they had to like meet in person for stuff like this. And like, if I'm like VGBC and Panda wants to have a meeting with me about like the Panda Cup, I'm like listening. I don't think we need much beyond TOs coming out about it. I think that we need at least one screenshot of it happening. At least one. If we get, they have no reason to lie, they want to have the tour. They could lie for the same reason that the Panda allegedly did. They could lie for the same exact reason. We've been burned before by Panda acting. Panda acted like the good person org. The org built on good person, good ethics, good morals. So this is. They could be doing the same reason, throwing another one under the bus, trying to get more for them. I think they need one screenshot, and then I'll believe them. If I get a screenshot of it happening, or like a video proof of it happening, I know I got verbal proof. I want video or physical proof of it happening. And honestly, the less because the rooms platformed even more than Panda already did. I mean, these are. Again, like, I don't think that they are. I want, like, confirmation that they aren't. I don't think that they are. I want confirmation, though. But yeah, that's my main thing right now is, like, this whole situation is real bad. It's very, very, Nick All-Stars Brawl. Dude, I hate that game so much. It's just a bad situation because if Xanadu gets shut down if VGBC gets shut down, Xanadu gets shut down because they're the ones who run Xanadu, and that would mean probably the death of almost a full region here in MDVA, or a full, like, at least what is it called? At least like a full death of a huge broadcaster and a huge ambassador for Smash esports. It's gonna be really bad if VGBC gets shut down. I know they shut down their like majors, but if like full on VGBC shuts down everything, is going to be very, very bad. I want to search up Xanadu again because I know Xanadu's literally happening right now. I want to see if Xanadu said something. They didn't. But yeah, it's gonna be very bad if something happens to VGBC. I don't think anything's gonna happen to BTS. I think BTS is gonna be fine. There's no way they're not gonna be. The community can't pull through. I mean, at that point, it's a company shutting down an org. It doesn't matter how hard you push. At that point, it's Nintendo. They're the most profitable like video game company ever. Unless the losses are really that big. Well, I mean, they could shut down that complete broadcaster. Hey, you're not allowed to stream anymore. You're not allowed to broadcast Smash anymore. Smash World Tour is going to go bankrupt. They already went bankrupt. There's no way they're not. There's no way they're surviving 2 more years of nothing. Hundreds of thousands. Yeah. Seriously. Like, there's no way. No way they're not. Absolutely no way. Why is tens of thousands? I thought it was hundreds of thousands, which is even worse. WoW is tweeting about it. Hold on. Bro, what are you saying? You suck. Crackers, come on, man. What if we get Le'Veon Bell tweeting about this? Dude, somebody at Le'Veon Bell. Dude, 4 people at Le'Veon Bell. That's funny. Watch Trump and you get married and announce their sponsoring Smash World Tour. Ah! I don't know how I'd feel about that. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Wow, J-Milk over H-Bucks? Alright. Alright, do your thing then, I guess. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to say. I mean, I just wanted to come on here and just talk about some stuff. That's pretty much it. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, like, literally, might want to call. Oh, God. Oh, no. Alright, I'm gonna stream. Like, literally. Wait, actually, hold up. If other large esports scenes see this and openly speak on it, the community might just get a quick revive. No, it's not gonna. The community is not. The problem with another. What the hell? That's funny.
You need to start accepting.
I remember that. But that's so loud. But it'll get a revive in like visibility. But the problem with it is we're playing a Nintendo game. Nothing much is gonna happen. We're playing a Nintendo game. No other company is gonna pick up the slack for us. We have to revert to being back in like 2015, 2012, where we had to do it ourselves and grassroots it without any help from Nintendo at all. And if VGBC goes down, we need to find another broadcaster that's like it. Because VGBC was a huge thing for Smash in its history, even in Melee. So, yeah, that's what I think. We gotta if VGBC goes down, that's like one of our major broadcasters down. Yeah, I mean, it's still gonna make a like almost a full reset. Like it's gonna be like a 3/4 reset at like at most if with the revive. I think it's still gonna be bad. All right. If VGBC goes down, we need these guys to not go down. That's the main thing. If those guys goes down, we're fucked. But yeah, that's gonna be it. I think I'm pretty much done talking about this. It's been an hour. I spoke a lot about my opinions and what I actually think is gonna happen. So I'm pretty good for a while. This thing sucks. Oh, I can't wait for this to take them to not pin this anymore. Unfortunate. Alright. Yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much. Oh, Frame Melee is actually trending. Let's see what's going on here. Yep. Alright. Alright, thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Alright, where's the stream ending song? There it is. Thanks guys for coming again. I just really appreciate it. That's just my opinions on it. That's what I think is everything's gonna go. Hopefully we have a community in 4 years. Hopefully that VGBC doesn't go down. But yeah. Bye guys.